don't mix emotions with business.
Okay.
Yes, once you mix sentiments or emotions with business, you would end up collapsing your business. For instance, if you are working with somebody who is your close friend for about 20 or 30 years, you work with him in a business which you own, and your friend begins to embezzle funds, you can't use friendship to say, okay, Kwame is my friend, I can forgive him and all those stuff. You end up collapsing the business. So when the time comes that you have to fire them, just fire them. Yes, we'll still maintain that friendship.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
but then I'd have to let you go.
Yeah. Today's episode of Built with Great, we have Isaac here with us, and he's going to tell us the story behind his business. Isaac, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So, can you tell us your name and then your full name and then what your business and how long you've been doing it?
Okay, so my name is Isaac Antwi. Most people call me Billy or Billy Fargo. Yes, and I run a barbecue stand, a barbecue grill at Lemes Hostel in Obuasi. Yes, and I've been running it since June of last year.
Okay.
Yes.
So, how did you start? How did you start with that?
With the grilling, whilst in the hostel, I realized the hostel was dull
Okay.
and students weren't coming out of their rooms as often as they used to. So I took the initiative to approach the hostel manager and made him aware of my plans and the skills I have at hand, which could be of benefit to the hostel. And that was the grilling. So the mission there was to start something which would attract students to come out of their rooms and socialize more, most especially in the evenings. Yes, usually on weekends. That was the motive. And since then, the business had shut off on its own.
Okay. So, how did you know how to do it, or when did you learn the skill, and how have you been able to start such a business on campus? I mean,
Working with meat has been something I've been doing since I was a child.
okay.
Yeah, I used to work with meat a lot when I was with my dad. We roast meat, we fry meat, we turn it into soup. Anything you can do with meat. Yeah,
So, was it in the house or like as a business?
it was in the house.
Okay.
Yeah, we do meat, then consume it. So I learned a lot from my dad, especially.
When you started the business, how was the first few months like? What were the challenges that you faced?
When I started the business, yeah, the girl I had wasn't really strong. Yeah, so maintenance costs were one challenge I had because then you have to find new bolts and then screws to fix it so that it can stand firm whilst you are working, or else you'll be working and the grill will just fall off, which will also be a cost because you can't sell meat that has dropped on the floor to your customers. It's
Yeah.
a bad sign for you. Food hygiene too is another thing because I don't like food that is being prepared at a dirty environment. So I wouldn't do that or serve food from a dirty environment to my customers. And another challenge I also had was the improper use of my working tools. So in business you have cost of production.
Okay.
Yes. So the cost of production, these are indirect materials or supporting materials that aid in your business. Yeah, consumers don't consume it, but they are very important in the production of your goods.
Affects
Yeah, it
the
affects.
business directly.
But eventually, I was able to work with them and then use them efficiently and effectively.
Okay. What about marketing? How has it been for you? How have you been able to market your business, and how did you get your first customers?
Well, with marketing, it's not until recently that I really took marketing really serious. Cause then I didn't start the business with the motive of, having hostels that are far off from mine, come around to have a feel of the barbecue.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was more concentrated on the hostels around my hostel and then my hostel residents. But then we had a program in our hostel where people from other hostels came around. They tasted the meat. They were like, "Oh, the meat is really nice. They want it." And my business partner, who unfortunately couldn't join us today, pitched the idea that then why don't we go big with the business? I was like, yes, if people like the meat, then why don't we go big with it? After all, it doesn't hurt anyone. Yeah. So I worked with Ken UST OBC Live, who is on Snapchat, which is the most followed account, social media platform on this school, to promote my business. And he has been doing a great job with that.
So you have a team or you have a partner?
I have a team.
You have a team. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So how has it been like working with a team?
It's very flexible
Very
and
flexible.
it aids me a lot. I have other responsibilities that I have to carry, and sometimes I wouldn't be around to, grill the meat myself, but they always give me that assurance that they are there for me and they can do it if I'm not available.
Okay. How many are you guys?
We are four.
Four guys. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Are you guys in the same hostel?
Three of us are in the same hostel. One, the co-founder is in a different hostel.
What are
Yeah.
their names? Give a shout out.
So I have Sheikh. He's also a graphic designer. Goes by Dreammaker. Yes, and then I have Daniel DL, who is my co-founder, and I have Tony. He uh, helps Daniel when Daniel is not around, so he comes to aid whenever Danny is unavailable to help with the finances.
Okay.
Because Danny mostly concentrates on the finances and then the packaging. Yeah. So once Danny is not around, Tony comes in and helps. Sometimes too, if Danny is available, Tony helps by going to get some items that I need, like charcoal, because it's one good that you can't control its depletion.
Okay. Okay. So how did you choose like partners, or how did you choose the people you work with?
When it comes to business, just like most human beings, we all have trust issues,
Yeah.
and these are people that I've stayed with and had works to do with for quite a while, and they are very promising people. They're also very honest. Yeah, they always tell me the truth that look, if something happens, they tell me this is what has happened. They make me know in time so that if there is any changes we can make or any plans we can put ahead, we do. Yes, we put them in place so that it doesn't affect us in a negative way. And so that's what built the trust in them, and then I was able to work with them.
Okay. Okay. So they are more like your friends, or they were your friends before.
They were my
In fact,
friends before.
you started a business,
Yes,
so
and
you are
after.
still friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we are still very close friends.
Oh, that's good. So I hope
Af-
the business doesn't interfere with like personal
no,
relationships
no, no, no,
and
no,
all
no.
that.
We don't involve personal
Uh,
relationship with business.
okay,
Yeah.
because some people actually find it difficult to manage friendship and a business at the same time.
Yes.
So how do you do that?
Well, I had always grown up with the mentality that don't mix emotions with business.
Okay.
Yes, once you mix sentiments or emotions with business, you would end up collapsing your business. So, for instance, if you are working with somebody who's your close friend for about 20 or 30 years, you work with him in a business which you own, and your friend begins to embezzle funds, you can't use, friendship to say, okay, Kwame is my friend, I can forgive him and all those stuff. You end up collapsing the business. So when the time comes that you have to fire them, just fire them.
So in this case, if they do something that's it's inappropriate,
As in,
and I mean, theoretically speaking, I'm just saying, and then maybe you have to let them go as business partners. Would you guys still be friends?
yes, we'll still maintain that friendship.
Friendship. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
but then I'd have to let you go.
Yeah. So you
Yes,
guys understand the boundaries
we
in
understand the
business and then in the
boundaries.
relationship as well, the
Yes,
friendship as well.
they all have their own businesses they also run, so
Okay. So they understand the
they understand
business.
the business. I would also
Okay.
like to give a shout out to a couple of people that I've worked with.
Okay.
Yeah, when I started the business, that's Roller Pike, first of all, who is currently a general secretary for Ken University of Basi campus, and then Miss Janet Jacko. Yeah, she also helped me a lot when I started the business.
Okay. So since you started, what has been the harder part of the business?
The hardest part of the business,
Yes.
yeah, the hardest part of the business is trying to predict the sales for your incoming week.
Okay.
That's the hardest part you can, because you're dealing with consumable goods, and it might come in someone into someone's feels that look today I don't feel like eating meat. So you can go and buy sausages about 12 packs, then you end up selling only 4 or 5.
Oh,
Sometimes end up selling about 7. The days you don't buy plenty, that day you get a lot of people. So it's a whole lot. And that's where your suppliers have to come and play a role. Yes, you must have reliable suppliers. If you don't, yeah, things won't go on well for you.
that's crazy. So in that case, if you stock more than the demand, what happens to the stock?
I'm able to refrigerate them,
Okay.
luckily for me. And then ECG2 is also another player. Yeah. Yeah. Just last week we had power outage for 2 days.
Crazy.
So I had to work my way out of that situation, trying to find means and ways to keep the goods refrigerated so that they don't go bad. Luckily for me, I got a family friend to whom had solar energy
Okay.
in their house, and I was able to keep my items fresh.
Wow. So how many times do you set up, or how many times do you set up a grill at the hostel?
As of last year, when the business started, it was 2 times a week.
Okay.
Yes. But this year, because of our timetable schedule, sometimes I set up 2 times a week, sometimes 3 times, and sometimes once. Weather conditions also play a role in determining whether I would set up for the day or not.
Okay. So you set up on weekends, or what are the days?
Yes, usually Fridays, Saturdays, and
Fridays,
Sundays.
Saturdays, Sundays. Are you able to handle that with education?
Yes.
How do you do that? Because a lot of people actually struggle. Some of them are like, oh, they will find it difficult to run their business and then also study as well and all that. So how
Uh,
do you manage that?
oh, I learn during the weekdays. Yes, and then weekends
So,
are for fun.
so the weekends are just for business,
Yeah,
just
weekend
for
is
making
solely for
money.
business. Yes.
Okay. So what strategies are you using? Or what strategies have you been able to come up with since you started to increase sales and then run the business smoothly?
Uh, my main strategy was, students, student discounts.
Okay.
Yes, with the consumables like sausage and gizzard. When you go to town, yeah, they are more on the expensive side. People sell them at 10 cedis and 12 cedis. But I sell my sausage at 8 cedis and my gizzard at 6 cedis.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And my chicken so far, from what I know, is the cheapest you can get in town.
Okay.
Yes.
How
But
much is it?
oh, I give package deals. So with the package deals, we have the 45 pack, 55 pack, and the 65 pack. So with the 45 pack, I give you 2 large drumsticks, 1 stick of sausage, and then 1 stick of gizzard.
Okay.
Yes, and then with the 55 pack, that's 3 drumsticks, 1 sausage, and 1 stick of gizzard. With the 65, I give you a whole chicken thigh, and then any grill of your choosing.
Okay. So how much did you use to start this business? Or how much did you use to set up the
Started
stuff?
with 550.
550 cities.
Yes.
Okay. And then how much are you making like on a regular day? On a good day.
On a good day, it varies. Depends on the number of packs I sell.
Mhm.
And as of now, we can't count an average of packs that we sell because it's a student's body. Someone can just get up and say, "Today I want to throw a party in my room," and then a lot of people come around, and then you have to go and source for other items to sell to your customers. But I know that if I sell 10 packs, I know I'm making 800 cedis
800
that
cities.
day.
Okay. 800 cities.
That's,
Wow, that's good.
yeah,
And you make that say in a day when you set up, right?
yes, that's
Okay.
for sausages alone.
Okay. And that's quite impressive. So in a month you'll be making very good amount of money.
Yes, if sales are good.
Okay.
Yeah, but then you also have to cut, the cost of business too.
Cost of
Out
production
of
and
it.
all that.
Yeah, all of those stuff.
Okay. So do you think it's a lucrative business?
It's a lucrative business. Yes, it's a very lucrative business. If only you take it seriously, it's very lucrative.
So how far do you think you can go with this business, or where
Oh,
are you looking at getting to in the next few years?
oh, I don't want to give up on this business. Yeah, since I started, it's not something I'll be giving up on. Though I'll be completing school this year, I would take the business to Accra and then see the way forward.
And expand there.
Yes, I'm going to expand there.
Great. So, on the long run, what does success look like for your business?
For the business success,
Yeah.
customer satisfaction. That's enough success for me.
Okay.
Yes, the fact that somebody has bought the product and is satisfied with it, I'm very much okay. It's not necessarily about profits.
Hmm.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so if you were to start this from scratch, what would you have done differently?
If I were to start this from scratch, that's a very tricky question because starting this business, it took a lot of planning.
Okay.
Yes, it took a lot of planning and talks. But if I were to do something differently, that would be marketing. Yes, marketing the business more. Yeah, I would market the business more
Okay. Okay.
because honestly, I didn't start with the motive, just as I said, I didn't start with the motive of including other hostels, but the feedback I got from residents of these other hostels about the meat, it inspired me to expand it. And I wish I could have done that earlier. So that's one regret I have. And if I were to, turn back the time, that's what I would do.
Okay. Oh, that's amazing. That's good. So there are a lot of people that have businesses that they want to get started with. Some of them are scared that it might not be profitable. Some of them are scared of the challenges that it may come with. So, what do you have to say to them from your experience?
From my experience, I would speak on the side of those doing consumables.
Okay.
That if you want to start a business, don't just start it outright. That hey, I'm starting this business. All of you should come and buy. You should have trusted people who are sincere to taste your products and then tell you the faults and the flaws on it. And then if there's something you can do about it, you make the changes. Make sure that everything is in place, it's perfect before you start the business. Or, we live in a world where first impressions say a lot about you. So if your food tastes good, people will come for it. And I also advise you that if you start the business, you have to be consistent. No matter the situation, you'd have to be consistent. If the food is good, it has to be consistently good. And try as much as possible to take customer feedback seriously.
All
It's
right.
very important.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're
So
welcome.
we will bring this conversation to an end.
Okay.
And then we pray that the next time we meet again, we will come to your shop or your setup so that we can have a taste of it.
Oh, sure.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you very
If
much.
you are around this this weekend, you can come to Lemons Hostel. I'll be
Okay.
working.
All
Yes.
right. All right. All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.